This is BBC News with Gavin Esler. A summary of the news now at 5:30. The Prime Minister is on a two-day visit to India, hoping to build what he called a stronger and deeper relationship with the country. David Cameron is leading the largest British trade delegation in living memory and said closer ties would help boost the economies of both countries. Our political correspondent Laura Kunsberg is travelling with the Prime Minister's delegation.
Delegations don't normally come to India in monsoon season, but David Cameron hasn't let that put him off. Arriving at one of Bangalore's booming IT businesses, he explained what he's unashamedly called his mission for jobs.
I want to take the relationship between India and Britain to the next level. I want to make it stronger, wider and deeper.
Well, let's cross now to Manchester and talk to Dr. Imran Hakim. He's an entrepreneur and ambassador for the UK-India Business Council. Dr. Hakim, is this visit a good idea?
I think the timing of the visit could have been better for the Prime Minister, especially as there's this fight currently about where the cap is going to fall on this sliding scale between 25,000 and 100,000 for non-EU migrants. But I think right now there's been a lot of hostility from the Indian politicians and some of the businesses as well, like for instance the very successful IT sector, companies like Infosys. They're very interested to see if the Prime Minister is serious about taking this relationship to the next level, making sure it's deeper and wider and stronger, as he said, exactly what the details going to be as far as this cap is concerned.
Yeah, that is interesting because there's obviously the migration issue that you've talked about. There's a skill shortage of in some industries in Britain, and so India may or may not be able to fill it depending where the cap's set. But I'm just wondering, in terms of the totality of the relationship, what kind of relationship would be appropriate in the 21st century for these two countries that have been rubbing up against each other for a couple of hundred years?
Well, I think we've got to be very realistic in terms of where UK PLC is right now. If you look at India, when the rest of the world at the moment is going through somewhat of a downturn, India's growth forecasts are still being revised upwards. I mean, just recently they were revised to 9%. The Indian stock market, the Sensex hit last month a high for the year. So right now, with the growing middle class that they have, it's a fantastic market for UK PLC, any businesses that are looking to export expertise and intellectual property, which we as a country do very well and disproportionately we punch above our weight. We've got to make sure we're looking at this great market in terms of leveraging the relationships that historically we've enjoyed, and we also have to look at the cross-border relationship from India for foreign direct investment into the UK, because India became the second biggest foreign direct investor in terms of jobs generated and projects. And at a time when there's a lot of cuts in the public sector, we've got to make sure that we do all we can to stimulate activity between foreign direct investors from India into the UK.
Imran Hakim, thank you very much for joining us.
Thank you.